Hey Nomies, did you know that raspberries will produce fruit on either their first or their second year growth? This is known as primocane or ferrocane production. These raspberries are primocane producers, so they produce their best crop on the first year growth. They will, though, produce crops on their second year growth, the lateral side shoots, but they tend to be smaller and a little bit more bitter and not as juicy as the first year growth. So that tells us how we need to prune and prepare these plants for the next season. And we're going to clear them out and amend with some compost and cover them with some mulch to put them to sleep for the winter. So this season, we decided to do a little bit of an experiment with our raspberry bush. We did not cut down any of the canes last season, and we left them to produce fruit on their second year growth to see if we could increase our yield, get a larger harvest, and eat more raspberries. What we found, though, was that the plants did produce more fruits. However, the fruit that was growing on the second year canes, the second year growth, were smaller, a little bit more bitter, didn't have as much water, the juiciness in them. So going forward, we're not going to leave any canes. We are going to take our clippers and we're going to clear out the whole row so that next year it's only primocanes or the first year growth that will produce fruit.
Your shades of yellow turn to blue. Where do you go when you don't know what to do? You put it on the line, you put it on hold. Time grabs you by the wrist and directs you where to go. Little sunflower, I see you glow. Little sunflower, one day you'll grow. And it don't matter if you don't know. You push.
So now that we've got all the raspberries cleared out, we're going to amend the soil with some of our homemade compost. So for me, this is going to take a few minutes, but for you guys, it should be done just like that. So there is about 1 yard of compost onto the raspberry patch. I'm going to smooth that out, and then it's time to top it off with some mulch. But for that, I think I'll tap into my Garden Gnome magic, and it'll be done just like that. With a little bit of Garden Gnome magic, our raspberry plants are finally put to bed for the winter with their compost comforter and their sheet of wood chips. They are ready to survive the winter and thrive next year to produce a bumper crop. Now you might be wondering, what do the compost and the wood chips do for us? Well, the compost provides a lot of nutrients, so that nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. So as those continue to break down and feed into the soil, when the plants start to grow in the spring, they'll have plenty of nutrients and we won't have to amend again. Now the wood chips provide a cover for all of that compost and soil underneath, helping to prevent erosion, helping to prevent evaporation. So when it rains, that soil will hold on to a lot more moisture and we won't have to water as much, or if at all. Thank you for watching this video on how to set up your raspberries for the winter and to ensure that you get a bumper crop next season. If you'd like to support this mission of food security, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Help us to achieve our goal of monetization so that we can use that money to put into the Kawartha Backyard Farms food security initiative, helping as many people in the city of Kawartha Lakes to grow their own food and share it with their community. Thanks. Have a good day.